Yes. So the last class we discussed about what is object oriented and the pillars of object oriented. We discussed about what mean data hiding, polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation theoretically, but these all will be studying programmatically in the later classes. And the history of Java, nothing more specific. It's a theory idea. Around some 1990s, people say James Gosling and his team. The team name is called Green Team, where they were working in Sun Microsystem. Okay, they started this, Java development. Okay, so previously they were working using of C and C++. Especially used to say people they were working with the TV related programs actually, mean set-top box related programs they were working. So they were not really happy with existing languages. It's not the mean C, C++ is not a good language. Maybe from their perspective, they were like, they were not that happy. So they thought of why can't we create a new language? Then they approached the company supported. So Sun Microsystem developed and launched Java in 1996 actually. So this is the first version, the 1.0. This is the Java version 1, which is introduced. Yes. Actually, people say while developing Java, they have choose the different names actually. DNA, Silk, Coffee Cup, Oak, and finally they end up with Java. Even C++, plus plus also. People used to say these all are story what we heard from people on the internet. So exactly from 10 years, it was very good actually. Java introduced the company Sun Microsystem. The later what happened from 10 years from there, it's around 2007 to 10. People say 2007 around, which is sold to Oracle actually. So Oracle is a company which acquired this language completely. Now we have multiple versions. Okay, Java 21, 25. Now noticeable like everywhere people using 21 actually. You can use 21. And every versions we don't want to switch actually. So for example, you say Java 5. After that 6, 7 came, but people didn't notice much. But 8. After 8, 11. After 11, 17 or 18. Then again, sorry, 11 and 13, 15 and 18, then 21. So what normally they do is the small, updates, small changes combined together and they launch the big release. That is how people switching actually. After 8, people moved to 11. When we learn Java 8, after 8, people moved to 11. Again, people are switching. Now 21 actually. So almost everywhere it is. So that is how it is. And the Java doesn't have any abbreviation. Java is Java. It's not like Sun Microsystem. Sun have an abbreviation. Stanford University Network. Okay, that is a company. But Java doesn't have any abbreviations or anything. It's very simple. Java is an island. It's famous island for a coffee seeds. So Java is island actually, island name where they get the coffee, popular and tasty coffee seeds from there. So they kept, and moreover, Java language and Java related all the terms. If you see coffee, coffee seed, beans, coffee bean, So like that, the related terms, even the logos are coffee cup. It's related to coffee. Most of the things actually. I don't know the reason actually. Yes, and initially, when Java is developed, they have kept the extension as a GT. Even they thought of going with the green team. GT stands for green team. Later, they changed the extension to Java. Finally, they end up with the name of Java. So Java has multiple versions, as I told you, 8, 11, and 18 and 21. There are so many versions. So yes, now we are using. Now also is Java is kind of open source. We can use, not a problem. As an individual, you can download from online and you can use it actually, not an issue. So that's we don't need to pay to anyone actually. It's not like other languages. We have to pay and use it. So this is what Java. Don't want to take too much of stories here. And see, this is one simple concept to understand how the softwares from the beginning. I wanted to tell one small concept here. Reason is using Java, what we can do. So that we need to understand. Correct, right? Yeah. So we know already what is software. Software is nothing a set of program. Today, what we have this Facebook, Gmail, Flipkart, Amazon, as well as all the media players, Photoshop. These all the softwares do we had in the time of 1960s and 70s? No, actually. Same thing. 15 years before what we had a TV and today what we have TV, it's totally different. 15 years before what we had a bike and today what we have a bike, it's totally different. It's like, evaluation. Okay, evaluation. So slowly we are, moving to the next level. As earlier we had Nokia mobiles, which is button keypad, but later touch screen. Now advanced things are available. So like that, how the software evaluation is happening, if you ask me, it's approximate time only I'm mentioning here. It's around 1960s around. 1960s around, full of console applications. What is console application? Console only. There is a different term people use, command or terminal. Different OS, they use a different terms actually. If you go to Mac or if you go to Linux places, people call terminal. But when you come for Windows operating system, we call command. This DOS. Sorry. So CMD. Yes, this is basically command window. Actually, earlier days means 1960s around the programming era it started, right? At that time, all the applications and all the OS and all the softwares what you are using is a console based. So if you switch on the computer, black color screen will come. You cannot do like there is no graphics. If you wanted to create a folder, yeah, we can do one thing, mkdir folder name. Then folder will be created. If you wanted to remove the folder, rmdir, then folder name, it will be deleted. If you wanted to check what are the files are there here, dir command is there, directory. And you wanted to create a file, cat command, vi command, a lot of commands are there. If you wanted to shut down the system, if you want to restart the system, you wanted to change the permissions of the folder, everything is possible. But black color screen, there is no graphics. This is the first thing actually. So even applications also, even any banking sectors applications or any other softwares also black color screen. So if you wanted to operate the computer, if you wanted to operate the software, you must be well versed in commands. That's what people are telling. There is a CUI. CUI means character user interface. There is no graphics. There is no GUI. GUI stands for graphical user interface. The what I'm using Windows operating system, right? It's a graphics. I can see the graphics. I can click, I can shut down, I can restart, I can do all. I don't want to write any programs explicitly. But when you come to the console applications, everything is character user interface. Purely runs on command prompt. The big disadvantage of this console operating system, console softwares are there is no graphics. Just imagine today I'm telling you don't use Windows operating system. Uninstall. Please go for any of console operating system, which is command based operating system. It will be really difficult. Your life will be really difficult because you have to remember all the commands to do operate the computer. Correct, right? Yes. Then slowly from there, what happens? Slowly things are enhanced. Around some 1980s, around the proper desktop applications we got actually. Desktop OS, okay, standalone. We call Windows operating system, or we can call them as a desktop application, or we can call them standalone. It's for a single mission, standalone application. These are alternative names of the softwares. Whatever we are using, right? The media player, browser, all the softwares, whatever you are using today in your computer, all are basically Acrobat Reader or whatever it is, even this calculator. This calculator is a Windows based. Okay, this is a window. Buttons will be there, text box will be there, graphics will be there. When you click, the things will be happening. You no need to remember any commands. Okay, they will do all the things actually. Yes. So that is basically Windows application, but it runs on OS. Without OS, you cannot do this because this application completely deployed on OS only, operating system. Full of GUI. People were happy because everything is possible. Just imagine the same calculator. Okay, if you're typing enter the number 1, enter the number 5, 1 means addition, 2 means subtraction, 3 means multiplication. How complicated it is. Instead of this, just 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. We got it actually. Okay, just imagine. If you wanted to create a folder, you need to sit and write mkdir. Instead of that, just to click and click folder, you got a folder. But understand one thing, behind the screen, that commands are running, mkdir, it's happening. Okay, but we are not writing. Somebody is doing behalf of us. We are not doing, but somebody is doing. But we are easy. From our end, it's so easy, but that's all happening actually. So that is what it is. But the problem with desktop application is data is not centralized. The data, whatever you are storing, right, in the application, that is for only one that particular machine. Let me tell you a good example. You are installing one VLC media player in your computer. In the VLC media player, you are creating a playlist which is having some 50, morning songs or wake up songs or workout songs or whatever it is. But your friend or your brother had some work, they took your laptop. So you don't have the same laptop in your home, but you have some other laptop, your father's laptop or somebody else's laptop is there. Even you want to do workout. So can you listen that all the 50 workout songs now in the new laptop? Not possible. Reason is that 50 songs are loaded in your laptop VLC media player. But in this computer also we have a VLC media player, but we will not have that 50 songs. Reason is data is not centralized. It's for a single machine. Let's take an example. I have some 1 GB of wedding photos or birthday photos or some photos. It is in my computer, but I'm going to my friend's computer. I'm going to my friend's home. There is another computer. Do you think I can show all the photos of mine to my friend? Not possible. Reason is that is different computer. This is different computer. Either my friend has to come here or I have to take my laptop to my friend's home. So that's data is not centralized. Just imagine 1980s around, data are not that great centralized environment. Now just imagine you are taking one movie ticket. Okay, you are going to take a popcorn or coffee or something, but you lost the ticket. Will they allow you inside the theater? They don't allow you. There is no way, there is no proof to show them that I collected the ticket. Correct, right? But now it's not like that. You can open your mobile and you can show your ticket wherever you want. Even your mobile got switched off, you can open and show your tickets in some other mobiles also. Possible because network. That is where the internet applications are coming here. So data is not centralized, right? So they were adding another thing that's called web application. What you are using, Gmail, Yahoo, Flipkart, Facebook, Instagram, and all other things are web-based applications. It's basically we call it as a network application, console application, Windows application, web application. Web application basically what we call it as a network applications. Okay, which runs on network, which runs on console, which runs on OS, which runs on network. The network, nothing, it can be internet or intranet, it can be LAN or WAN. It's okay, it's up to us. Okay, yes. So this is basically web application. Now it's become centralized. You are creating your Facebook account in one computer, but you can able to access the same Facebook account in some other computer. Possible because data is centralized. The datas are not storing in your computer or my computer. The datas are storing in the server. So that is what web application. So the web application has three-tier architecture. We will study later in when we learn web development. And if you attended already with the HTML, CSS, JavaScript classes, you know what I mean here. Okay, so the presentation layer, nothing, I'll show you. Whatever you are able to see here, right? Whatever you are able to see here, that maybe you can open Instagram page, whatever it is, whatever you are opening here. This is basically a front end that's called presentation layer. What you see in screen, it's a presentation layer. But when we type username and password and click the button, some operations are happening. That is basically application layer, which is backend we call. But finally, the complete data will be dumping in one place, right? Your username, password, your photos, your post, comments, and everything will be stored in one particular place. That basically what we call it as a server. So what you can see, that's a presentation layer. What you cannot see, the logics, that's a backend program. And the data layer, it's all about the server. The data will be stored in the place. And slowly what happened? The web application got enhanced to the mobile apps actually. Yes. Earlier days full of black and white mobiles, no color mobiles. Then later what happened? Mobile also got moved to the next level with multimedias and other things. So people can take photos, people can share photos, people can take images, videos, audios, and everything. Then what happened? Everybody, like, see, the typically if you wanted to use this internet application earlier days, you need to have an internet in your home. To get the internet, you need to have a BSNL connection. Not now, I'm talking about 20-25 years before. So you need to have a BSNL connection, then you need to have an internet. After that, you need a computer. Then you need a browser. Then only you can use the internet. These are the typical way of using internet. But slowly what happened? That computer become a mobile. So in our hand, we have a touchscreen mobiles, long Android mobiles when we got. Internet also we got in our SIM cards actually. Correct, right? Earlier days it was not like that. But later what happened? Whatever the SIM we use with Airtel or Acel or whatever it is, we could able to get the internet service. So internet we got instead of computer we got a mobile and browsers are installed in mobile. Then we can browse it simple. But the thing is, why frequently used things people need to go for a browser? Correct, right? Every time you have to open the browser, then you need to type www.facebook.com, www.instagram.com, www.flipkart.com, www.amazon.com. And moreover, it's not looking that great also. Then they thought, why can't we create a dedicated app in your mobile? How you have messaging app as well as call, as well as you have video player, as well as you have calculator, as well as you have a games like that. Why can't we create our company apps also? So Facebook, Amazon, Flipkart, everybody. So the companies created the dedicated interface. That's app actually, mobile app. So initially, used with the different softwares and programming languages, popular Android and Kotlin. Yes, it is demanded market now. So yes, that's how it is. So these are the different types of softwares people can build in the industry today. But you know one thing, Java, using Java in Java platform, okay, you can able to develop console application. That's what we are going to start initially. Next is Windows application. Yes, we can able to do standalone application by using Swings. In Java itself, we have a portion called Swings, and you can do this. And finally, web application. It's all about network application. Yes, we can do with the Spring Boot as well as Java servlet is there. You can able to develop web application. Android, yes, Android is like taken from Java. Java is actually Android actually. Okay, sorry, Android is actually literally a Java part. So they took Java and they developed Android. So Java is there everywhere. Okay, Java is there. Android is separate, but it's like to develop Android, to create programming Android, to create an Android programming language, they have taken Java. So inside Java is there actually. Yes. So that is how it is. So everywhere Java is there actually. So that's what while installing Java now also there is a window. Whenever you're installing that, right, that wizard will come, that window will come. In that window, people they mentioned that there is a Java is used in 3 billion devices. Yes, it's more than that now. Okay, so that is how it is. So the concept what we learned here is the valuation of software, how initial days we had a software, then how we moved, then what we have now. So what we are going to learn Java, using Java, what I can do. You can do this, you can do this, you can do this, and you can do this also, no problem. But our syllabus, which covers only this much, okay, mobile app development, and that's a separate course, that's a separate module actually. Yes, that's how that. Yes, that's what I'm telling. Applications of Java that I told you, right? Java is used in 3 billion devices, people say. So you can using Java, you can able to develop console application, standalone application, web application, ERP. It's like enterprise resource planning. It's a it's kind of banking as well as big company enterprise projects. You can do that. Yes, possible. Even games. Initial days people call jar games, Java games people call actually. Sorry, J games or jar games people say. That's all. Initial days are purely used in Java, and later Hadoop technology. There is a different Hadoop, big data. There also Java is used. Scientific applications, if you wanted to create any scientific applications, Java is used. Java can be used. So like that, Java is there everywhere. Java is there everywhere actually. Whatever the types of softwares you are using, that can be done with Java also in the real world. So how that is possible? One language can do all, if you ask me? No. There is a different environment in Java actually. Okay, so that's what we are telling as a Java platforms, or we call them as a Java edition. Java platforms, or we call it as a Java edition. Very simple. The initially what we are learning is J2SE. We call it as Java to Standard Edition. We call JSE. The console and standalone application development happens here only. That's called JSE, Java to SE, Java to Standard Edition. That is one environment. The program compiling, running, all will happen at one place. But if you want to develop web application, there is some there is another platform, there is another area called J2E, which is Java to Enterprise Edition, which is for web application development, especially servers and all those things will be there. You can able to deploy your applications in a server and you can run it actually. Mobile application, if you are working, people call J2ME, micro or mobile edition, Java to micro edition or mobile edition. It's especially for a mobile app development. So there is a different environments we have to run our Java program in different places to produce different applications. It's not all are same. First few hours of program will be doing with J2SE, then we'll be moving to J2EE. That's all. These are the small things that you need to remember. So softwares actually, yes. So yes, we know what is Java is high level pro. All the things we discussed, object oriented, and using Java, what type of applications we can do. All we learned. So let's start with Java. Okay, so I'm going to start with Java, right? So what software I should install? If you're learning Python, you have to install Python related softwares. If you are whichever the programming language you learn, you have to install something. So how that is what we need to install. Listen, to write your program, you can use normal notepad, which is there in your operating system, whichever the operating system you have, or you can use notepad plus plus. That's a editor, open source, you can download from online. Other than that, we have a lot of IDEs. NetBeans, you can use Eclipse, you can use IntelliJ, you can use VS Code, you can use these all you can use. Okay, these all are called it as IDE, Integrated Development Environment actually. What is IDE? How they are different from Notepad, if you ask me? Notepad is a just editor. You can type program, but to compile and debug and run your program, you have to go for some other place. Okay, but when you come to NetBeans, Eclipse, and IntelliJ, they have all in one place. That's a platform where you can write your Java program, where you can debug your errors and other problems, and you can able to compile and run and deploy all possible at one place. That is basically what we call it as a ID. Okay, so there is a huge numbers of IDs are available. Whichever you are comfortable, please you go with that. Even you can go with NetBeans or IntelliJ. I'm okay. Anything is fine. Eclipse is popular one. Okay, so you can use anything. Even in our course, I may write program with IntelliJ, and I'll be teaching with other things also, no problem. So whichever you comfort, you can go with that. But this is only not enough actually. Okay, this is only not enough. So we have other things also. That is basically JDK. Okay, so this is the program, this is the place where you can type your program. This is the place where you can type your program, but you wanted to run your program and that place we need, right? Yeah, that is what basically what we call it as a JDK, actually, Java Development Kit. But if you are using IDE, you no need to install separately JDK. Okay, this is the earlier method. Normally, what we do first to install JDK, which is Java Development Kit in our computer. After that, we'll go with Notepad or Notepad plus plus and we'll write program. Then we'll run the program. But now not required because if you use IntelliJ, Eclipse, VS Code, there itself you can able to configure your Java. You don't want to install separately again anywhere actually. So that is idea is there. We can do that. Okay. First, but there also JDK only here also, but that's kind of API kind of. Okay. What is this JDK if you ask me? It's a software bundle, Java Development Kit. It's a software bundle. which has many things to develop your application. Okay. So yes, such a software bundle has a tools, libraries, packages, API, and documentation. All you have. Even you have Java documentation also. If you have any doubt, you can check it out. Okay. If you have any syntax mistakes or if you wanted to know about the particular class, even that all is available. Libraries, everything is available. And very important, if you are if you are downloading this manually, not with any IDEs, Windows has Windows JDK, Linux has Linux JDK, Mac has Mac JDK. For every operating system, there is a different JDK versions are available. Sir, but you said it's a platform independent? Yeah, Java is platform independent, but what we are using JDK is a platform dependent. So if you are using Windows operating system, you have to download Windows JDK. If you're using Linux operating system, you have to download Linux JDK. If you're using Mac system, you have to download Mac JDK. According to your operating system, the environment will be set up in your system actually. Yes. Okay, sir. But people ask, what is JDK, sir? JDK is all about JRE plus some development tools. Okay, randomly you can just go for JDK, JRE, JVM. Okay, random diagrams will be there in the market actually. You can see this. I'll open here. Okay, anything you can open, you can see it. Yes, JDK. The JDK is the outer layer here actually. Yes. What is JDK if you ask me? JDK is the combination of development tools and JRE. There are two things are there. JRE is there inside and there is some development tools. What is development tools? Your compiler and all other tools actually, linker, loader and a lot of things will be there. Those all are basically development environment. They need some extra additional tools. That is what basically even you can see here. So JDK is a combination of development tools and JRE. What is development tools? Java, Java C, jar, Javadoc, JDB, a lot of things will be. These all are just some development tools. That's it. Sir, then what is JRE? People call JRE or people call JRT. Java Runtime Environment or people call Java Run JRT. Both are same only. JRE, JRT, both are same. What is JRE if you ask me? JRE is a combination of JVM and some libraries. Okay, it's a combination of JVM and some libraries. What is JVM? Java Virtual Machine. Okay, what is libraries? The Java programs and other packages, classes, and all other things, right? For running your program, whatever the support is required, all is here. This is what basically. So, first you are going to install, wait a minute. So, first we are going to install JDK. This is actually, you understand JDK. But whenever you install JDK, right, there will be JRE plus some development tools will be added, plus some development tools will be added in this. Yes. Okay. What is JRE if you ask me? JRE is all about JVM, JVM plus some libraries. JVM some plus libraries. This is how it is. So JDK consists of this all actually. Any questions? I hope you all are clear in this. Okay. So you are having a JDK. This is your JDK. This is your JRE. Okay, then this will be your JVM actually. This will be your JVM. Give me 1 second, everyone. Yes. So this is how the idea. So JDK is a software bundle inside JRE JVM. Sir, can we see JVM? No, you cannot see JVM. JVM is Java Virtual Machine. It's a just place. It's just like idea. But JRE physically available in your computer. Yes, whenever you install Java, JRE will be available in your computer physically. But JVM you cannot see. So JRE is there means JVM will be there. Okay, let's take one small example here. So whenever you install Java manually in your computer, this is how it will be done. Java JDK 8 version, 21 version I have. JRE will be there. JVM you cannot see. See, there is a JRE. You cannot see JVM because JVM is virtual machine, but JRE is a physical entity. So that's a virtual entity. This is the physical entity. Okay. So JVM is all about the combination of multiple components only. We call it as a JVM actually. Okay. So that's what I'm telling. JDK is all about JRE some development tools. JRE is all about JVM plus some classes and libraries. JVM, JVM is a specification which is developed in the form of JRE. JVM is just an idea. That idea is physically available. That is what we call it as a JRE. What is there inside JVM? Everything I'll teach you when we go for JVM architecture, Java architecture. Okay. And when you install Java, automatically this will be deployed in this particular location. See program files, Java inside, whether 21 or 11 or 8, whichever the version you install, that will be. And every version have a different structures. I have noticed this from long years. Java 8, if you install that folders and structures will be totally different. 21, if you install that folders and structure will be totally different. But other than that, remain the same. Some new updates and things will be there. Sir, how do I know the Java is installed in my computer or not? Nothing. It's properly installed or not. If you want to know, open the command prompt. Just type Java. You get some positive commands. See, this is positive internal commands you will be getting here. If you wanted to know whether is what is the version we are using, JVM version. So this is JVM version. Sir, Java version. Yeah, Java means JVM. Try to understand. Not only that, if you wanted to know the compiler version, Java C minus version. So we use Java 21 in our computer. So that's what it is. Okay, Java C stands for Java compiler. Java, it stands for JVM. Java stands for its JVM. Okay, so we don't call Java. We say we don't call JVM. We call Java. That's all. Okay, so Java, which gives you the internal command, Java will give you the JVM version. Java C will give the compiler version. Java C stands for Java compiler. Java C. Okay, yes. So at last, we need to understand what is Java. So whatever we learned till now, I just gave you idea around Java, what and all you should know. Tomorrow, if you are working in a company or you are talking to someone, they are asking Java is statically typed. You should not ask what is statically typed. You should know what it is. Somebody is asking whether Java is supports Unicode standard. You should not ask what is Unicode standard. I don't know. Now then, how it is? Correct, right? Yeah. So whatever you learned from the last 3, 4 classes so far, it is information about Java. But what is Java if you ask me? Yes. See here. Java is a language and platform. Java is a programming language and it's a platform. What is language? Okay, we understood because we are going to learn. We are going to learn and type the programs. That's fine. What is platform? Platform is a place where your Java program runs. We learned right J2SE, J2EE, J2ME. The platform where your program runs, right? That's name is basically platform we call. So Java is a programming language we learn and write, and Java gives you a place to run your program. That is platform. Okay. In some places, if you see language name, they'll keep it different. Platform names, they'll keep it different. Okay. But in Java, language also Java, platform name also Java. So everything is Java here. Okay. So in future, whenever I use the word Java, any one of among this. It might be language, I mean, or it might be a platform, or it might be Java documentation, I mean, or it's a source code, Java source code also, we call it as a Java, or it can be a compiler, or it can be interpreter, or libraries, or APIs, or it can be anything. So when I say Java, among this, any one of, I mean, actually. So this is what basically. So then we need to install the Java. Java installation is super easy. You need to go to like in case if you are not using any IDEs, if you wanted to install this directly on your computer, so you can just go for Java 21 download. Okay, go to internet. So you can go to Oracle website only directly. There is a multiple versions will be there. See, if you are using Linux operating system, there is a Linux version. If you are using Mac, Mac is there. If you are using Windows, Windows is there. Just to go for MSI installer. If you click this, it will be downloaded. You can go for the second one actually, Windows x64 installer. When you click, it will be automatically get download. Just a double click and next, 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 finish. So nothing more complicated here. Okay, you can install this. Even multiple versions are available, 21, 20. So many versions will be available. What we searched is 21. This is one option. Okay, but if you are installing this, you have to set the path also. Sir, how do we set the path? That's so simple. After installing the Java, very simple. You just go for program files, Java. Let's take 21. Okay, JDK 21, bin folder. Actually, here only your compiler, JVM, all are available. I wanted to show you here. You see, this is your interpreter, JVM. I told you, right? Java. That is this. Your compiler is available. This is your compiler, Java C. This is your compiler. Java documentation, Java profile. So like that, lot of things are available here. I told you, linker, loader. To compile and run your program, all the things required, right? Everything is available here. So this is your Java installed location. It's a path. Copy this. You have to copy this. You have to copy this. Yes, copy this. And you need to set the path to your computer. You have to set the Java installation path to your computer. How to do that? That is again super easy process. Right click on your PC, go to show more option and the properties. Here you will have something called advanced system settings. If you go in the advanced system settings, there is environmental variables. Or if you feel it's a really difficult process, go to your operating system just to search environmental variables. Okay, this is there. Edit environmental variables. Just to click, this window will open. Automatically, directly this window will open. If it is not, you have to go to properties. From the properties, you go for advanced system settings and advanced in the advanced environmental variables, the same window will open. So you wanted to set the path, right? So you can do one thing. Here you go for path. Can you see there is a variable called path? You can edit. You wanted to add the new path, right? So you just click new and you just paste it here. This is one way of manual path setting. This is one way of manual path setting. I might have done already here. I'm not sure. Okay, but I've done with a different way. There is a different method I have done actually. Okay, yes, and other good news is for you people. That's all. You have to after pasting that, click OK, 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 OK. Then Java will be Java path set already done actually. And another good news for you is now recent days I have noticed automatically path setting all will happen. You no need to do anything. Just install Java, things will be set it done. I have seen actually in recent days. So many people used to tell sir path setting, without path setting the things are working. People say yes, it happens. Okay, so directly you can double click and install, Java will be installed in your computer. That's all. So now we know what is Java and what is the software who developed it and what is the applications we can develop using Java and what are the versions are available. Sorry, what are the versions are available? What are the platforms are available? All you have learned. Now you need to understand Java architecture, Java main method. Then your program will start. Your program will start in the next class. Here itself, Java architecture. When we learn, there itself your program will start. Okay. So yes, hope you are doing good.